Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing an unboxing of the DJI Mini 3. Now almost immediately, I was really impressed by the packaging of this device. It really reminds me of an Apple device. Now whilst we unbox this device, there are a few things I'd like to talk about. For one, the things that I intend to use this device for. I intend to use this device to film environments. I intend to use this device to film vehicles, anything from EV to combustion engine vehicles. Now, in saying that, I do intend to create my own adverts, my own advertisements, specifically for car brands. I believe this device will give me a really good starting point. So my first impressions from opening this device, I was immediately impressed. I was happy with what I can see, to be honest. It looks like a brand new premium drone, but exactly what I've always expected from a DJI drone. Very simplistic. So naturally, I might have been a little bit overly excited to open this, but I couldn't help myself. So for one that I noticed was that the camera was covered indeed. It did have its own protection, which I was quite happy with. I did find that the propellers were a little bit fragile in my opinion. I thought they'd be a little bit more rigid for some reason, but instead they're a little bit more free, and to be honest, that's not exactly a bad thing. But I really enjoy the detail. I really enjoy looking at the sensors on this drone. You know, it really takes me back to just realize for a moment that this device, it is real. Ultralight, 249 grams, which is perfect for traveling. Now something quite interesting I did notice almost immediately was the vents on the rear of the drone. This is just on top of the battery, which I guess would make a lot of sense. Try to keep it as cool as possible. I find this feature to be really dope. Really amazing. I didn't expect it at all. It's a small thing, but small things do matter. So I really appreciate the thought that's been put into this drone. To be honest, it's really simplistic. And I've had quite a few different ideas of what I wanted in a drone for quite some time. So I do believe this is a really good starting point for a drone owner, especially someone who intends to film aerial footage, aerial photography, and to do a little bit of traveling around Europe, around the UK, but also potentially further out. But it's really an exploration drone, and that's what I want to use this drone for. Now, I was quite happy with the additional accessories that I got in the box, such as the wirings. Now this was quite good because this means that I could use it with different devices. Now I currently have an iPhone. I got some extra propellers as well. This is really good. And they sent us a screwdriver. Really nice. Now I'm quite happy with the screwdriver. This will make it easy to change propellers if anything gets damaged. But I was really excited about the controller, the RC controller. Now I didn't expect it to look this good, but it really does look amazing. It really does sort of bring me back to my childhood. As children, we've all interacted with some sort of gaming consoles, whether it was a Game Boy, PlayStation. This just sort of brings me back to that reality, which is a really good nostalgic way of interacting with a drone that I've wanted for quite some time, years now in fact. Now immediately I could tell that this is no toy. This is actually a real device. This needs to be treated with care. It can be fragile. The remote is actually really sturdy, but the drone itself could be fragile, so everything has to be dealt with care. This is sort of that feeling that you get like your entire childhood. It sort of prepared you for these kind of moments because we've all broken our toys since we were kids, but now that you're an adult, you kind of get the understanding of the value of money, and you sort of reflect and be like, okay, I need to take good care of this because these devices are not cheap. They need to be treated with quite a lot of care, but I'm quite happy with what I've received, to be quite honest with you. Now, I did have some time to set this up, give it a charge, set it up, had a test flight, and to be honest, it worked perfectly well in the test flight, but the test flight was indoors. So I just took a quick flight around my living room. Now, I wouldn't recommend this because it could have gone really bad in so many ways. But I had a feeling that I had it under control, and thankfully it didn't end it bad. And the controls were quite easy to get used to, so I'm quite happy with that. But I would say, always follow the instructions. I tried my best to follow the instructions. I really didn't want to mess this up. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. There's plenty more to come, especially using this drone to get aerial footage. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.